Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Like a New Yorker. Thank you, first of all, for following us. And remember to like and share our videos and to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so you know when we publish a new video. And as usual, for this weekly show, we have our good friend and co-host, Beatrice. Hello, Beatrice.
Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween Eve.
Exactly.
Yes, this is coming from Impact PR, and nice to see everybody. And as you see, I have the appropriate nighttime background for this.
Exactly. And Halloween colors. I love that you match the orange and the black in the best Halloween tradition.
I try. Yeah, this is actually a tank top, so I had to throw on a shrug. That's the one thing I have, so I was really reaching. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, as usual, this show is brought to you by Levine Magazine and Impact PR. We always try to touch like two main topics: one a little bit more serious, the other a little bit lighter. And again, of course, this is October, so fall has begun, and we are a few days from Halloween. That this year is going to be different, of course, thanks to the thing we shouldn't speak of. But we want to still honor the recurrence. It's a very special time of the year. In New York is a big thing. We were saying in the green room that in New York people love to celebrate Halloween. And as usually, Beatrice has found like some very interesting articles. So Beatrice, we can start right away.
As we were saying offline, Halloween did not become a favorite holiday of mine until I came to New York about 20 years ago, because it is such a big deal here. I mean, the Halloween parade is the thing that everybody goes to see or they participate in. They get dressed up. I mean, there's a million Halloween parties around the city, or you're having your own Halloween party, and stores open up and give away candy and all that stuff. So it's such a big thing for all ages here in the city. But sadly, because of what's happening, they had to cancel the parade this year. So that is one big downfall from this time this year. But so we found an article, actually, Time Out New York, our beloved magazine that tells us all about the great events around the city, gave us a list of fun events to do this Halloween without the parade. So if you scroll down, we have I think it's about 9 different things. They're different things from actual shows, and we've got a couple juicy shows, including something very high-profile celebrities involved. Got there's some dinner things. There's some mini parades and things like that. So this is actually scroll down more. Okay, so House of Hallucinations. This is actually a House of Yes is in Brooklyn. It's kind of part circus, part nightclub. It's also part Eyes Wide Shut, if you know reference to the Tom Cruise movie. So people kind of go there, and it's kind of all things go here. If you want to experience something, completely racy and meet somebody new, it's a place to do it. But they also say, if you just want to stand back and watch, that's fine too. But so they opened up this place where actually you can now visit it virtually, and so it's called House of Hallucinations this time.
Okay.
So check that out. And then if you scroll down,
where we have the Madame Tussauds for Halloween.
So Halloween, yes. Soho Trick or Treat Takeover. So this is a number of stores are actually partnering throughout Soho, where they're opening up their shops for people to pick up candy. They also have prizes for costumes and that sort of thing. Obviously, great for the family. And they also have great prizes. For example, $500 shopping spree at Hugo Boss. Who wouldn't like that? So definitely check that out for people, for adults and kids. Then we keep going. Oh, Coney Island virtual Halloween costume contest. That's another great thing where they have people can vote and enjoy Coney Island as well. They can vote about different costumes. Let's see, the scientist is in Day of the Dead.
Because of course, like again, there is this crisscross of cultures and celebrations where, as a matter of fact, the 31st, of course, is Halloween, but it's also El Dia de los Muertos. So it's a celebration that it's a 3-day celebration that is big in Mexico, in general, in South American culture. And again, that is another interesting legacy and heritage, because it's a mix of pre-Columbian traditions mixed with the Catholic religion and rituals. So of course, like the meaning of Halloween is celebrating, remembering the deaths in order to honor life, right? So in remembering those who passed away, we celebrate the fact that we are still here. That is the meaning. That's why there is we have the jack-o'-lantern, right? Why we have the lantern? Why we have the flame? Why we have the candle? Because again, is the candle in the darkness, right? So in the darkness, even a small light changes everything, right? Allows you to see, and that is the again the way to celebrate life and the cycle of passage, and the fact that we are entering the winter. So it's everything comes down, shuts down. So it's a fascinating recurrence, and it's interesting to see in North America and Central America different meaning, different intent, but celebrated in slightly different thing. There is the famous sugar skull, right? It's a very popular makeup also when you make up like a skull, right? Yeah, it's and in New York you can enjoy both. That's the beauty of the melting pot in the city.
That's true. Well, they have actually in this list at the very end of it. Well, let me get to this since you have this up on the screen. In Search of Sanderson Sisters. So this is actually a very star-studded event. Various locations in Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan, and it's a 1-hour event. It's kind of I don't know, like a show that's taking place kind of throughout a neighborhood. And it's got Sarah Jessica Parker, Bette Midler, and Kathy Najimy. And this show actually also has special guests, Billy Crystal, Sarah Silverman. Who else was there? Oh, Meryl Streep. I mean, this is an amazing, amazing show. And it's just $10. And it goes to, proceeds go to the New York Restoration Project. So, you just pick up a ticket online. If you go to this link, which we'll put in the description, and you can get yourself a ticket. And it's going to be tomorrow, I believe. The show is tomorrow, and check that out. So that is definitely a cool New York thing. Then we've got a murder mystery show. If you're into dinner theater, this is definitely place for you. It's downtown. It's down the Wall Street in the financial district. And there's two shows, one at 6 p.m., one at 8 p.m., 2 different shows, so you can stay for both. One is a wedding, like a mafia wedding. The other one is a kind of gangster setting. And it's all about a whodunit, and the actors are fantastic. And you can also have a great dinner, a prefix meal. So it's a great night. You want to do that?
Absolutely, and it's a great venue. I personally know the owner of Ampia NYC is on a roof, so it's really cool. It's an Italian place. Food is great, and they were a really precursor in implementing the safety measures for COVID. They were able to open, I think, back in July because they already had everything done. So absolutely, check that out. And really
I would
cool.
definitely check that out if I were, if I didn't have a baby. This is another show that also takes place in various locations in Hell's Kitchen. So not that you might have them collide with the other show. but yeah, definitely check that out. And this is the one I thought was very cool. This is a haunted fountain. It's called the Peach Fountain. And it was designed by, I forget the name of the designer. It's in the description here. But this is up on 111th Street on the west side, Upper West Side. And there is rumors, I guess, or stories that this is a haunted fountain, and you have professionals basically giving you a tour and talking about it. And people they're having a big spread outdoors, an event where kids can go trick or treat. There's pumpkin painting and all sorts of things.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, but this is the St. John Cathedral.
St. John's Cathedral, yes.
This is the second largest cathedral in the world after the Vatican.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. I didn't know that. I used to live like a block away from this, and I saw it all.
You gotta look. They had an exhibition a few years ago with this Chinese artist who put like a dragon phoenix made of scrap metal throughout the cathedral. It was, I think, it was 65 feet, like something humongous. And there is a beautiful garden next to the church. It's a secret place. You gotta go because there are all these weird statues. I mean, it's a weird mix of biblical symbology, but it looks like steampunk. Is really something. Like, yeah, you have like Saint Michael the Archangel over a crab, standing over a giant crab and a turtle. It's absolutely amazing, and nobody knows about this spot. So you gotta go and check it out.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and actually they shot a movie there. I actually ran into Alec Baldwin outside of that church when he was shooting a movie like 15 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. So we have also a haunted theater.
haunted Broadway. So as we mentioned in our previous episode, there are haunted theaters. There are haunted locations around the city, and definitely on Broadway, there are ghosts around, and they'll have a tour guide taking you around the different theaters. Starts at New Amsterdam Theater on 42nd Street, and it'll take you around where all the haunted spots are on Broadway. Yeah, so it's another fun date night thing.
So who are you gonna call if you see a ghost?
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, there you go. The Dia de los Muertos, Greenwood Cemetery. Yeah.
Cemetery. So this is Greenwood Cemetery. I can't remember what it says, where exactly that is. What that's in Manhattan. But
it's in the Greenwoods Historic Chapel.
Right. Okay, so a very famous Dominican artist by the name of I'm going to butcher her name, Sherazad Garcia. Sherazad Garcia. Yeah. She actually created a large-scale altar there, and it's beautifully sculpted and painted. And she's and basically, like you said, people go and celebrate Dia de los Muertos over a certain amount of time, and people can go there and give offerings and flowers and that sort of thing to honor the people that have passed away.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
This is November the 1st, so you can do something the 31st, and then you can do something else November the 1st. Yeah.
There you go. They have pumpkin carving and trick-or-treating. So there's still lots of things to do around the city for Halloween, unfortunately, since the parade isn't around. So yeah, Halloween is definitely not dead in the city. And I don't know, what are you doing for Halloween, Joseph? Are you going out? Or are you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Again, I don't give up, and nobody can stop me celebrating Halloween. I'm gonna be out there with my camera, trying to report for Living Magazine. Again, the experience of a Halloween, where again, as we said last time, is gonna be the only time of the year where wearing a mask is actually might be funny also, like about safety and blah, 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 but it's also about, having fun. So, and I'm going to join the pumpkin carving crew. And in the best Italian tradition, I got my pumpkin. and but trying to play smart, I got my my mini pumpkin.
I love it. I love the
Yeah.
little pumpkin.
So I'm gonna need mini tools, but when people say, well, but it's not gonna look. I'm just gonna do a close up. You won't be able to say looks a big pumpkin to me.
Well, you can make a little mini pie with it afterwards. That'll be fun.
Exactly. And to enhance the experience, I always have my pumpkin flavor, of course,
Oh, there
candle
you go.
that, of course,
Oh.
enhances the whole experience. Yeah.
I love it. Well, this is a time too. People get really creative with their costumes. I mean, I think one year my costume was it was a tracksuit, like a jogging suit, and I printed out phrases from poems, and it was Shakespeare or whatever, and stapled it to the tracksuit. And I was, get this, poetry in motion, huh? Get it?
Wow. Guys, as you can see, I didn't pick up a co-host just by chance. I didn't find her on the street. It was a long process of research, selection.
Multi-talented, yeah. I know. My timing probably could have been better, but But I would jog around and say, "Guess what I am?"
And people would go, "You're poetry in motion." Oh,
actually, no, they didn't. They didn't. They said all kinds of things. So when somebody said I was J-Lo, I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah. What do these people know, right? It's like it's easy to criticize, right? Because they didn't have the idea. That's why.
No, it takes a certain mind. Yeah,
exactly. Okay, so again, as you can see, guys, there is a lot to do, and something else that you pointed out was the House of Yes.
Yeah. So in Brooklyn, and that was the first thing. That was the House of Yes is now House of Hallucinations. So go and check that out.
And then the Soho Trick or Treat takeover, right?
Yes. So that's something that we've already talked about.
Yeah.
But I think so that's just another that's where you want to pick up your ticket. And the Soho Trick or Treat takeover, which would be really cool because you could actually win some really cool prizes. And that's tomorrow night. For tomorrow, the whole day, 11 a.m. to 6. And some pretty cool surprises with that. So moving on to our lighter topic, because we've got some
let's talk. It was very successful when we last week we look at the other people's embarrassing moment or costumes, and so we decided to extend to a new segment that we're gonna call the
Zoom fail. Yes. So I found this link and I was laughing my ass off. These are embarrassing. I mean, everyone knows about the Tubin Zoom fail.
Yeah, exactly. Which again was for the two people who haven't heard about this news, the now former contributor at CNN, Jeffrey Tubin, basically was busted during a Zoom call, like a business Zoom call, where he was touching himself inappropriately, but also very explicitly in front of the camera.
Well, I haven't seen this video, but wow. I mean, he would have had to stand up, I'm assuming, and do this.
You want me to explain exactly what it did?
Well, no. I mean, I can all watch it for myself. But the funny thing is that everybody, I have actually, I mean, I do Zoom calls all day, during the week. And I don't have usually something not appropriate on in the bottom. And or just whatever, and you don't really.
I want to tell you something though, because I mean, this is one of those news. Like we as human beings, well, not necessarily we can be sympathetic with the guy because he did something very, very inappropriate in any way. Of course, in your intimacy, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We are the most liberal people in the world. But if you are in a business meeting, Beatrice, I think we can agree on this, right? It's like,
right. You should be a little careful, right? I mean, whether or not you think the camera is on or off, I mean, the risk is there, so it's better to be very careful. But I agree.
yeah, I didn't know. So I didn't know that I have to explicitly write on the company's policy of Levine that during a Zoom call, don't give yourself pleasure, right?
Oh my gosh! Well, that's
understanding
a
is
whole other thing.
yeah, but listen,
but these Zoom fails that we're gonna talk to you about.
I want to show you something though, because there is something more incredible of Jeffrey Toobin doing this. Is BuzzFeed writing an article saying he can be the only person doing that? Like, trying to, I mean, you don't need to normalize this, right? It's like, the guy did something stupid. Let's laugh about it. And who cares at the end of the day? I mean, I guess rightly so, he lost his position because, again, is something inappropriate.
Right.
But why trying to say, well,
you can't be the only person?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whether or not you are, I mean, why go there? I mean, why I mean, what are they saying? Like, who are they showing people? Did they take a survey? I mean, this is
exactly
why is this news? I wouldn't even want to know who was doing that. So
exactly.
Anyway.
But you were saying you find like many things really hilarious.
These are more funny, because these people obviously did things that were also inappropriate, but not as, I guess, offensive. For example, there's a lot of classes going on, people in college and high school, and you've got people making calls. They don't realize that their sound is on. And they're hearing the call. And in this case, I think one guy was actually rapping.
Yeah.
During his class, and maybe he was bored or practicing his, spitting. But anyway, he was heard rapping. The next one is really, I mean, we'll put the link up because people got to see that. These are so funny. Another class. A girl is actually having an argument with a boyfriend about he's inquiring who is this other girl, who is this other woman, and so she's literally accusing him of friending this other girl, and literally the teacher is telling her to turn off her mic. And
oh my god,
she's doing that, and I can't believe this girl doesn't even realize she's being her sound is on, but anyway. And then she just realizes the look on her face. Yeah.
That's amazing.
What happened? Always be on mute. Another guy's rolling a blunt during his class. Now, this is the funniest thing. I could not stop laughing. Apparently, there's a setting where you can make yourself a potato head. I was not aware of that, but she couldn't find a way to turn it off. So she was this talking potato head
to her employees.
To the entire, to her employees. I mean, and she's the boss. So it's a little awkward, giving orders as a talking potato.
Yeah, my God, unbelievable.
So this is what we're going to do this year. So this one, actually, this guy is, I guess, her husband, I'm assuming, walks behind her with no pants. So, I mean, that's what I thought maybe Toobin did, but apparently he did a little
he also hits the door. That's why now why during the lockdown.
You gotta warn your significant other when you're on a Zoom call. That's
This is another great frame to freeze. Look, it's like,
there you go.
Go
at least he had underwear.
He was like, no.
She should have put it right in front of where his clock was. Yeah. So funny.
That's why you want to use like virtual background.
And this is another guy who actually used the wrong code, or he used the right code but the wrong country code in front of it. And so he's calling from overseas into this class, and the teacher is trying to tell him, please log off. But the thing is, don't they have to admit? I mean, they have to admit everybody, right? Because she has the control to turn them out. I mean, to
Well, I
right?
guess she's not really tech savvy, but
Right. Yeah. Clearly. I mean,
my
we had to
God.
literally, beg him to get off the call. So that was funny. This guy's actually, smoking a bong during the class.
Oh my God.
The class it was, but he clearly didn't find it interesting enough. So he just whipped out his bong and took a big hit. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are pretty funny. But my favorite was the potato head one. I mean, I thought that was just hysterical.
Definitely. Definitely the potato head is the winner today.
I have to find
can't
that.
imagine like how she's gonna again like appear in the face of their employees without like a joke.
She will never live that down. Yeah. But I have to actually find that setting myself. There's got to be other, other settings for your, I don't know.
Hard to get over that. Yeah. Anyway, before we leave, we want to say hello to our good friend Christopher, who says thank you. Great on the air. Always
thank you, Christopher. Mwah.
very
Thank
nice.
You for listening and your support.
Yeah,
really appreciate it. I know we kind of had different times during the week, depending. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
So Beatrice, as usual, thank you so much. Another great episode, another great show, and we're gonna. So next week, believe it or not, we're gonna be past Halloween and the presidential election. So let's remind everybody: go to vote. Doesn't matter for who you're voting. Make sure that your vote is safely delivered. But go to vote. This is the time where we can have our voice heard. It's democracy. It's a messy system. It's a flawed system. But after 12,000 years, this is the best we come up with, and it is the best. So go vote.
But either way, definitely exercise your civic right, your civic duty, and we'll see you guys on the other side of it, and we'll have a lot to talk about then. So
okay, absolutely. So thank you, Beatrice. So from Living Magazine, here is that's all, and Beatrice.
Yes, from Impact PR. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween and be safe out there, guys. Bye.